All right, good morning, students. Let's get into these guided notes. So, as a summary, I just wanted to take a second to review last unit. And there were four key points from last unit. Number one, let's remember that all living things are made of cells. Not all of these cells are the same. Some living things may be made of only one cell. We call them single celled organisms. And these single celled organisms can only be seen with a microscope. Some living things, however, have more than one cell. We call them multicellular, multi meaning many. Multicellular organisms are made up of many different types of cells. More on that in next unit. So let's hop into what we're going to talk about called organelles. So let's take a moment and let's look at organelles. So, what are organelles? Well, the word organelle means small or tiny organs. Okay? The suffix or the ending of L means small. So, the organelles are the small organs found inside a cell. Okay? So your body is made up of many different organs: your heart, your brain, your lungs, skin, liver, kidneys, stomach, etc. While your cells are made up of many organelles, just like your body is made up of organs. Okay, so while cells have many organelles, you only have to learn about five of them in this class. Okay, there are dozens. We're only going to focus on five. The five organelles that you need to know are the cell wall, the nucleus, the cell membrane, the mitochondrion, and the chloroplast. Okay? And our goal is to find out what their jobs are and whether or not they belong to an animal cell or a plant cell. So let's look at these five organelles. So in your notes, I'd like for you to move down into the table. We'll go through them in order and just put down what their jobs are, the things you're going to see in red, and then if it's an animal cell, a plant cell, or in both. Let's begin with the nucleus. Okay, so the nucleus contains the DNA. The DNA is the genetic material that contains all the instructions for how to make all the other organelles and what they should do. This means the nucleus is the control center of the cell. The nucleus is the boss. It tells the cell what to do. If we look right here, the nucleus is found in both animal and plant cells. Our second organelle is the cell membrane. Okay? The cell membrane is a semi-permeable, which means only certain things can come in or out of the cell. It controls what comes in and out, like water or carbon dioxide or sugar. The cell membrane is the guard or gatekeeper of the cell. The cell membrane is the outer layer of the animal cell and second layer in a plant cell. So here we can see the cell membrane in our animal cell. Okay, it is just this outer layer. Whereas in the plant cell, it's this inner membrane, this inner layer. So cell membrane is found in both plant and animal cells. In fact, every cell has a cell membrane. It's so all the components don't fall out. Our third organelle that we're going to explore is the cell wall. The cell wall is a sturdy outer layer of plant cells. The cell wall helps keep the shape of the cell, just like the walls of a room give the room its shape. If you remove the walls, bye bye room, as the ceiling falls in. The cell wall does the same for a plant cell. It holds the shape, protecting all the organelles inside. So if we see over here, a cell wall is only found in plant cells, and this is this outer layer. It's very sturdy, it's very rigid, only found in plant cells. All right, the next organelle we're going to talk about is, again, only plant cell specific. It is called a chloroplast. The chloroplasts make food or sugar for the cell, for the plant cell. They collect energy from the sun and combine it with water and carbon dioxide to make a form of sugar called glucose. This process is called photosynthesis. Chloroplasts are only found in plant cells, and they are what make plants green. So we can see here in the plant cell there are many green structures. Those green structures are called chloroplasts. Chloroplasts are only found in plant cells. All right, one final one, the mitochondria. So the mitochondria is going to break down sugar to obtain energy for the cell. So the mitochondria is what's going to make energy for our cells to use. They do this through a process called cellular respiration. They are often called the powerhouse of the cell. The energy they produce is then used by all of the other organelles inside of the cell. So the mitochondria makes energy for both the animal cell and the plant cell. All right. Thank you. Have a good day.